First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center. Get ready for the excitement, the rivalries, and the hometown pride. It's Real Country 96.9 WKLO, your home for local sports.
Boys basketball teams across the state will learn their postseason path coming up on Sunday evening. The two teams that are in the same sectional at Madison will square off tonight. Welcome to our high school boys basketball broadcast here on 96.9 WKLO, online at WKLO969.com, on the WKLO 96.9 YouTube channel, and on your Alexa. We welcome you to our Davis Crushstone pregame show. We hope you're having a good Friday evening. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Come on in for this gathering of family, friends, and fans. The Class 3A number 1 Silver Creek Dragons, with a 23-1 record overall, 6-0 in the Mid-Southern Conference, are putting their 16-game win streak on the line in their showdown with the Corydon Central Panthers, who enter tonight at 16-5 overall, 4-2 in the MSC, here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. The Dragons are among the most dominant teams in the state of Indiana. They actually lead the state in average margin of victory. 28 points per game is the average amount that they have been winning by this season. They're one of the highest scoring teams in the state. Number 3 in the entire state, regardless of class and scoring offense, averaging 73.8 points per game. And as if that weren't enough, they're number 8 in the entire Class 3A field. Over 100 schools in Class 3A, and Silver Creek is only allowing 45.8 points per game. They're 8th in all of 3A in that category. Silver Creek can shoot, they can drive, they can get in your face defensively, they can hit mid-range shots. They've got it all this year, and what might be the deepest team Brandon Hoffman has had over the course of his time as the head coach at his alma mater. And that's saying a lot, considering the Dragons won the 3A state title in 2019 and in 2021 as well. The Dragons are a balanced team. They have 4 players averaging in double figures. Dane Caldwell, their 6'10 senior forward, is averaging 16.5 points to go with a team-high 8 rebounds per game. Kaysen Dager, their 6'3 senior guard, who is one of their better shooters, averaging 14.4 points a game. 6'3 junior guard Brandon Hunter is averaging 11.6 points to go with a state high, according to Max Preps, 10.8 assists per game, and he also averages 6 rebounds. And then you have Dane Sprigler, not to leave him out, a 6-foot senior guard who's averaging 11.3 points per game. The Dragons are long, athletic, they're fast, and they are very good at controlling the game and getting it the way they want it to be on the floor night after night. It's why they've been one of the most dominant teams in the state. And they played a tough schedule this year as well that has helped prep them for their postseason run. For the Corydon Central Panthers, they did rally off of the loss to Austin a couple of weeks ago with a one-sided victory at Eastern Pekin last Friday, 73-54. Jack Fessel had a huge night, had a career-high 32 points, and he went off for 18 of those 32 points in the fourth quarter. Hudson Withers also added his own career-high in varsity play with 16 points in the victory over the Musketeers, who really gave the Panthers a run for their money last Friday night. The Panthers come into this matchup tonight, and they do have Grant Lindemann on the floor again tonight. Grant had a little bit of a rough night at Eastern, still kind of feeling some of those effects from that ankle injury he had against Crawford County back in January. But Grant looks to be ready to go, still leading the team in assists and steals on the season, and he's second on the team behind Fessel in scoring for the Panthers. Corydon is number 2 in the conference in scoring offense behind Silver Creek, and they are also 3rd in the league in points allowed per game as well. Silver Creek actually leads the conference in that category. Brownstown Central is second, right behind them. So the Panthers will have their challenge on hand tonight. They'll have to bring their A game. They'll have to play hard, smart basketball, and it could be a preview of another matchup that could be coming in the sectional, depending on how the draw goes on Sunday evening. Had the chance to talk to both head coaches before tonight's conference matchup. I talked with Silver Creek head coach Brandon Hoffman about the dominance his team has displayed and also his thoughts on the Panthers. I talked with Corydon Central head coach Joseph Hinton about the win at Eastern Pekin, the team's focus this week, and the scouting report on Silver Creek. You'll be able to hear from the coaches after the commercial breaks. Here from the Panther Dome in Corydon, this is the Davis Crushstone pregame show. Davis Crushstone, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushed Stone at 812-347-2707. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
We continue along with our Davis Crushed Stone pregame show right here on 96.9 WKLO. Silver Creek on the road tonight, taking on Corydon Central here in a Mid-Southern Conference matchup. And head coach Brandon Hoffman of the Dragons is with us as his team gets set for this matchup. We'll talk about that and more coming up here in just a moment. But Coach Hoffman, of course, last season, another year where you guys got to a sectional championship and had a great game with Brownstown that they were able to win. So how did that kind of affect your team as you went into the offseason and getting ready for this year?
Well, I mean, it made us hungry. I guess we were right there. Last couple years, we've been right there, and we pretty much had the same team coming back. So, I think it's definitely been the motivating factor for the last, 360 days.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and of course, you mentioned bringing everybody back. Your son Walker was really the only senior that graduated from the team. So what's it been like having the same group back again? Some of these guys, third, fourth year varsity players now.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's these guys are all fun to be around. They're all great teammates. So we're really blessed to have a lot of those guys back. A couple years ago, we had some growing pains with them and took our lumps playing young guys, but we're really fortunate to have a lot of that experience back.
Yeah, I'm sure it makes it a lot easier from a culture standpoint, too, as far as knowing what the expectations are, and these guys understand what that looks like into their third and fourth year.
Yeah. Everybody's on the same page. They know this is a big year for us, and something we've been looking forward to. So, we have good leadership. Everybody's kind of rowing the boat in the same direction currently. So, we feel like we're in a good spot.
Of course, Coach, every senior class kind of has their own personality to them. So, how have these guys done as far as leading the team this year with these four seniors you have on your roster?
They do a great job. They all like to have fun, but they know when to get serious. Just like you mentioned when you started the interview, they all have the same goal in mind, which is to cut the net down in March. So they've done a really good job of setting the tone for us.
Well, and Coach, I got to get the sense with this group, not just with the seniors, but with the team overall. It seems like it's a pretty close group, not just on the floor, but even off the floor as well.
Yeah, our guys really enjoy playing with each other. We almost have 5 guys averaging double figures. We have the state's leading assist guy. We enjoy playing together. Even like yesterday, we weren't allowed to practice because of the weather. They were upset we didn't get to practice. There's been teams that would be thrilled they didn't have to practice. So, they're really close, and that's what makes it a lot of fun to be around.
No doubt. Well, I know you guys, as always, you put together a tough schedule this year and got to play in the Hall of Fame tournament in December among all the other games you've had. So what was that experience like for these guys getting to be a part of that?
It was great. Our kids, that's a pretty big honor for our school to get to do that. Unfortunately, we didn't play very well the first game. The second game, we ended up playing okay. So, anytime you get invited to that means you're supposed to have a pretty good year. So, it was an honor.
Yeah, I know, of course, you guys have been affected by the winter weather as much as anybody else has been. So how do you think that's affected your team as you went through January and you've been building into getting ready for postseason, too?
No effect at all. They're kids. There's no effect.
Yeah, and of course, too, you guys have had a lot more, most of your conference games here lately as well, and you guys have obviously played very well in conference this year, so you guys have already clinched the conference. Kind of not something you get to do very often when you come into February and you already know that you've already got that sealed up.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal for us. You know, and this group's done a really good job of taking it game by game too. You know, and that's something I've been really proud of. Winning our conference is always something that's difficult. So, but the job's not finished. We don't want to have a blemish. We want to finish undefeated. So that would be something really cool today.
No doubt. Well, and obviously, Coach, we know the draw's coming up on Sunday. Kind of crazy to think that that's already here and right on the horizon. And now it's kind of that time where you start turning your attention to getting ready for the sectional run here.
Yeah, it's all about staying healthy, playing sharp, not developing any bad habits or taking any possession for granted. And I think our guys are ready.
Well, and as far as your matchup tonight with Corydon, Coach, here on the road, as you look at this Panther team coming in, what stands out to you about what you've seen from them this season?
Well, they're really good. I mean, 16 wins is not easy. Fessel's an all-conference player. He's a college athlete, in my opinion. Lindeman's one of the better shooters in the state. I've been really impressed with how Gruber's been playing, how hungry he plays, and how he goes after the ball. They played us close last year. That sectional game could have gone either way. So we have the utmost respect for them.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned that sectional matchup. It was a great game, and your team was able to find a way to win. But it just goes to show you, Coach, that you also, as a program, you guys have built that respect within the conference that you guys have got to have that target on your back throughout the year as well.
Yeah. Last year we had some adversity we faced before the sectional, and I was really proud of how we responded to that. I know this game was probably one that Cord had circled on the calendar before the season. And the same for us after last year's sectional game. So I expect it to be a good game.
Well, and as far as your team goes, health-wise coming in, I know Jaron, of course, he's out tonight. Everybody else available, ready to go for the Dragons?
Yeah, everybody's good.
Sounds good. Coach Hoffman, as always, thank you so much for taking the time for the talk. You and the Dragons have a good game here at Corydon tonight.
All right. Thanks, David.
All right, Brandon Hoffman, Silver Creek head coach, joining us here in our Davis Crushstone pregame show. Stay with us. We've got Coach Hinton coming up after the break as you're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
We continue along with our Davis Crushstone pregame show here on 96.9 WKLO. Corydon Central at home tonight to take on Silver Creek in a Mid-Southern Conference matchup, the last of the regular season for both teams. And with us now is Corydon Central head coach Joseph Hinton as his team gets ready to take on the Dragons tonight. We'll talk about the matchup here coming up. But, Joe, looking back to last week on the road, one of those things where Eastern got off to a good start, kind of got you guys on your heels a little bit with the way they attacked you also. What did you think of the way your team responded to that, especially the rest of the night after that first quarter?
Easter came out hot and hit some shots that maybe they normally don't hit or they haven't hit recently, and it kind of showed the guys like they were there to play. And I thought our guys responded very well to it. I wish they would have been ready from the get-go, but you got to take some merit and some pride in the fact that they didn't let it affect them too much. They were able to get back into our offense. They were able to get some good buckets. I thought we did a good job of getting the ball inside against them and getting ourselves to the free throw line and finishing some layups. And as that opened up throughout the game, we had some guys hit some outside shots. It was really good. The intensity picked up, and it was good for our kids to have that, competitive environment, especially playing on the road, going 2 peak into play, during a homecoming night. You got to expect everyone's best, and our kids needed that more. They needed just to go out there and win the ball game. They needed to be punched in the mouth a little bit in the beginning, so that way they could be ready to play throughout the game.
Well, and it showed in the turnovers. First half, I know you guys struggled with that a little bit. Second half, you did a much better job taking care of the basketball, and it showed in the way that you guys executed on the offensive side of the floor.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Possessions matter. You can't be turning the ball over when you have the ball. If you take care of the basketball, the other team doesn't have the basketball, it's huge. I think Bob Knight once said if you have 10 or less turnovers, if you can rebound the same or a little bit more than the other team and shoot 70% from the free throw line, you're going to have a pretty good ball game. And we kind of took that after the first couple possessions there. I thought we really focused in. We limited them, what they could do. Really, they scored late in the fourth quarter on us, especially when we started subbing. So overall, I thought the defense picked up nicely there throughout the game, and we definitely kept them under a certain number that we wanted them to before it was time to get the guys off the floor.
Yeah, and I thought, too, your guys really picked up the defensive intensity in the second half, did a better job staying in the passing lanes, getting deflections, and then forcing those turnovers that you guys have thrived on all year.
Very rarely do you take the basketball from somebody while they're dribbling, unless they're just a poor ball handler. If you want to get defensive stops and defensive steals, you got to get deflections in the passing lane. You got to get after loose balls. Your job of guarding the ball is to put them in an uncomfortable position to where they make a bad decision. You're not always going to strip somebody and go take it down the other way. That rarely happens, especially if you're playing a good basketball team. You got to make sure that their passes are tough. You got to make sure that they're at angles they don't want to be at. You got to put them in positions that they don't want to be. And I thought we did a much better job of that throughout the game. And when you do that, defense turns into offense. It gives you some energy. All of a sudden, you play some half-court offense. Shots go in because you got the energy from the defensive side. It was huge for us the other night.
And one other thing, too, about last Friday, of course, you guys were able to get some of the younger guys, JV players, in there at the end, and it was good for those guys to get out there and get under those varsity lights on Friday.
Experience matters. It doesn't matter if it's 1 minute. It doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes, whatever it is, experience matters. Getting him the opportunity to go out there and compete. Get him out there to compete at the varsity level is just huge. It's good for the program down the road, trying to get kids involved and understand what it takes to be a successful program.
Well, and of course, tonight, it's probably your toughest matchup of the season so far. Silver Creek, number 1 in 3A coming in. And as you look at this team, Joseph, what stands out to you about this Dragon team?
Number 1 in 3A, number 1 in the state overall, it looks like to me. They're a pretty good ball club. They move the ball extremely well. They got shooters. They got the length. They got the size. They really get after it. It's a special kind of team that, you got to play against. But you got to have the mindset that when you play someone this good, you want the challenge. You want that. You want to see where you're at. You want to see if you can give them a game. You don't go into a game like this thinking it's over. You go into a game like this and get excited about it. You get excited about playing against some of the best teams and seeing whether or not you can be one of those. So looking at them, they're obviously tough. A lot of respect for Coach Hoffman and his program, the things that they've been able to accomplish. But also, through that respect, it's not fear. You cannot fear your opponent. You can respect your opponent, and we got to make sure we go out there and take care of the little guys.
Well, of course, with it being a sectional opponent, this is kind of a little bit of a sampling of what you will see when you get into the postseason as well.
Absolutely, and I think last year playing them during the season definitely woke us up for sectional time. I thought we gave a much better effort there in the sectionals, 1 or 2 possessions from being a different ball game. And you just got to believe. That might sound corny to some people out there, but you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in what you're doing. And you got to believe that on any given night, it's a game, and you can win that game.
Well, as far as the Panthers go tonight coming in, everybody ready to roll for this matchup against Silver Creek?
Everyone's ready to go. It's been practicing. We're excited to get back out there on the floor. Trying to figure out how we're going to be running the offense and defense together this past week. Just trying to make sure that we're a well-oiled machine and try to be the better team out there tonight.
No doubt. Well, Joe, as always, we appreciate the time for the talk. You and the Panthers have a good game here at home tonight with the Dragons.
I appreciate it. I'll see you guys after the game. And as always, go Panthers.
All right. Joseph Benton, head coach of the Corydon Central Panthers. He's with us in our Davis Crushdown pregame show. Starting lineups next. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
Let's meet tonight's starters. First for the visitors, the Silver Creek Dragons. They come in the number 1 team in Class 3A this week. 23-1 overall, 6-0 in the Mid-Southern Conference. They're averaging 73.8 points and allowing 45.8 per game. They will go with their usual lineup. Brandon Hunter at 6'3" and a junior will start at one guard, averaging a double-double, 11.6 points and 10.8 assists per game. Meantime, Dane Sprigler will join him in the backcourt, a 6-foot senior at guard, 11.3 points a game. Kason Dager will be the third guard. He's 6'3" and a senior, 14.4 points, 3.5 rebounds per game. 6'5" junior Brody McLaughlin will be one of the two forwards. He is averaging 5.5 points, 4.8 rebounds. And Dane Caldwell at 6'8" and a senior will be the other forward, 16.5 points, 7.9 rebounds per game for the Dragons. Their head coach is Brandon Hoffman. He is, of course, a Silver Creek High School graduate, and their record with Coach Hoffman at Silver Creek is, I'll get that up here in just a moment, in his 16th season at Silver Creek, their record is 284 and 114. For the Corydon Central Panthers, they will go with the same lineup they had last Friday at Eastern Pekin. Grant Lindeman will be the point guard, 5'11" junior, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.3 steals per game. Hudson Withers will be the second guard, the 6'1" junior, 6.5 points per game. The forwards will be JoJo McCarty, 6'1" and a junior, 6.2 points, 5 rebounds per game. And Ben Groover at 6'3" and a junior, who's averaging just under 8 points to go with 5 rebounds per game. And then Jack Fessel will be the third guard. The 6'4" senior is averaging a team-high 17.3 points to go with 5.5 rebounds per game. The Panthers average 66.5 and allow 50.7 per game. They're 16-5 overall, 4-2 in the Mid-Southern Conference. Head coach Joseph Hinton is in his 7th year as the Panther head coach. Their record is 98-67 with Coach Hinton. Silver Creek will be in the road orange uniforms tonight. White letters and numbers trimmed in blue. Dragons, medium letters italicized, capitalized across the front of the uniform above the number. The white stripe with the blue on either side around the collar. No trim around the shoulders. They also have the white parallelogram on the sides of the shorts with the dragon head in blue. The blue head with the orange neck around that. And they also have the SC logo above, or the dragon head logo above the jersey, or above the number on the back of the jersey. The tip goes to Silver Creek. Kason Dager gets into the backcourt, as it to Brandon Hunter, as they go right to left here in the first half. It's into McLaughlin in the mid-post on the right side. Has it 15 feet away, dribbles it back out top. He'll hand it off to Brandon Hunter on the left wing. He'll line up at 3 early and knock it in. Brandon Hunter with the first basket of the night. Silver Creek strikes quickly, and they lead 3-0 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here at the Panther Dome in Corydon. Corydon Central in the home white uniforms, black letters and numbers trimmed in old gold. Old gold trim around the collar and the shoulders. The stripe down the side of the uniform in old gold as well, with the Panther head in black on both sides of the shorts. And then on the back of the jersey, the small Panther head above the number. Grant Lindeman has it off ball movement, going from left to right. Silver Creek starts off in a man-to-man defense. Lindeman has it right wing. Looks toward the inside, nothing there. Tries to get rid of it, finally does to McCarty between the wing and the corner on the right side. JoJo takes a couple of dribbles, hands it to Ben Groover behind him. Groover will take it up top. He'll hand it off to Lindeman, volleyball line right side. Grant has it up top now, goes over to Groover with a bounce pass right side. Groover looking across the court, nothing there. He'll dribble one-on-one with Hunter, spins off him in the lane. The hook shot off the back of the rim. The rebound off of Hunter out of bounds. And the Panthers will get another shot at it. Not a bad look there for Ben. Maybe just a little bit too much on it there.
Yeah, that was a nice little baby hook he pulled in there. He was able to get it over him pretty well. So.
And Hunter listed at the same height. Seems to be fairly accurate out there as you look at the two teams on the floor. This is the biggest team we've seen this year with Silver Creek.
Oh, yes.
Here is Fessel driving. Can't get the layup to go. McLaughlin influenced it down the right side. The rebound tipped out, and Caldwell comes down with it for Silver Creek. Up the floor now to Dager. 3 straight away off the back of the rim. Too strong. Lindemann on the left side of the court, able to grab the rebound for the Panthers. Grant works it up the floor to Ben Gruber on the left side. And off back to Grant there at the volleyball spike line on that left side. He takes it half-court circle now, gets a screen from Fessel, dribbles to the left wing, pulls back, fires a 3. That one's off the front rim, hits the glass, and Hunter gets in there to grab the rebound. He averages 6 boards a game. Up the floor to McLaughlin inside. He turns and lays it in right side of the basket. Brody McLaughlin makes it 5-0 Silver Creek. 5:50 to go, opening quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lindemann across the timeline to the left, spins off his defender in Sprigler, gets it down to the left baseline, out to the wing now to Fessel, back to the corner to Grant. Lindemann trying to get around Brandon Hunter, who's all over him. These two guys, both juniors and 2 of the best guards in the conference. Hand off to Fessel on the left wing. He decides to line up the 3, buries it, and Jack has got the Panthers on the board for the first time this evening. And a turnover up the floor. Dager throwing it away to Fessel, gets it down low to Gruber, lays it up, can't get it, but Fessel is there to tip it up and in left side to tie this at 5-all. It's going to be fast like that at times tonight.
It's going to be intense.
You blink and you'll miss something. Here's Hunter, 3. He hits it from the right wing.
Nice shot.
Hunter burying that. He's made it 8-5. Some people consider him the best player on Silver Creek's roster. And when you look at how good their senior class is, it says a lot that some people consider their point guard and a junior, Brandon Hunter, to be their best player.
He's talented, that's for sure. They've got quite a lineup all the way around.
It's Fessel with it into the front court for the Panthers. Down 8-5, 4:47 to go, opening quarter. Lindemann gets it left wing, dribbles, pulls up, and a 15-footer buried it right outside the left elbow. 8-7 quickly. Dager up the floor into that right corner, inside the arc. Gets it back out beyond the arc to Sprigler. Sprigler drives inside, up and under move, can't get it to go. McCarty tips the rebound back to McLaughlin. Ball gets knocked loose away from Gruber. It goes off McLaughlin's leg out of bounds. And it is going to be Corydon Central basketball on a great hustle play there for the Panthers. Something we've seen this Corydon team do all season long. Their effort has been spectacular every time we've seen them play. And it has to be that good tonight.
It definitely does. And so far they've met that challenge.
Gruber to Fessel, straight away. It's a long 2 if it goes. Couldn't get it to go, but Gruber gets the rebound under the basket. Out to Withers, and Hudson hits a 3 from the left side. Hudson Withers gives the Panthers the lead at 10-8 halfway through the first quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. First points of the night for the junior guard. Up the floor, Dager to McLaughlin. Hunter left side. Down low to Caldwell. Fakes, goes up, draws a foul. Jack Fessel got there to stand in front of him and did a good job defending, but he got Caldwell on the forearm as he went up with the shot. Foul was going to be whistled on Jack. That's going to be the first on Fessel tonight, the senior for the Panthers. Team's first as well, with 3:50 to go here in the opening quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Caldwell's first free throw, front rim, back rim, front again, and fell in. 73% on the year. That was his 100th free throw attempt of the season right there. He is 73 out of 100 on the year. Second free throw is on the way. He got that one to go. His first 2 of the night. Caldwell ties this up at 10 apiece. Our second deadlock of the night. We were tied at 5 earlier as well. Up the floor with it is Ben Gruber for the Panthers. Gruber bounces it to Fessel, top of the arc from the right side. Jack looking right now. Decides to go with it to the left side, keeping that dribble between the legs in front of McLaughlin. Over to Lindemann on the right side volleyball line to Withers. On the right side, back out to Lindemann. Grant has it at the half-court circle. He turns to the right side, crosses over on Sprigler, drives it toward the lane, pitches it out to McCarty, who has to go get it at the half-court circle. To Fessel right side. Jack gets around McLaughlin, tries to go into Caldwell, gives it up to Gruber, back to Fessel again. Dribbles toward the baseline, straight away to McCarty for a 3. JoJo misses that off the heel of the rim. Dager able to run down the rebound in the left corner and is able to save it back out to the Dragons. Hunter with it in the forecourt, goes right side, up with the shot, left it short, and it's McCarty who grabs the rebound. Hunter tried to go after it, but JoJo was in the right spot just to get enough to grab it away. 2:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Tied at 10. Lindemann has it left side. Over to Groover now at the volleyball line to Fessel between the circles. Fessel dribbles top of the key, pulls up, bounces it to McCarty left wing, straight away to Jack again. He'll line up another three. This one off the heel of the rim, hit the glass, and Caldwell right side there to get the rebound. To Hunter. Takes it across the timeline to the right. Out to Dager on the right wing. Down low to McLaughlin, rolling to the basket. Shot is going to be waved off. Groover was holding on to McLaughlin as he was trying to roll to the rim, so Ben is going to get nailed on the foul here. That'll be the first on Groover, team second of the night on the Panthers. Two subs come in for Silver Creek. Donovan Whitehead, a 6'6 junior, 3.4 points, 3 rebounds a game, and 6'8 junior forward Lucas Linderman, 5 points, 3 rebounds a game. Inbound to the corner. Sprigler misses a three off the side of the backboard. Hunter gets the offensive rebound. Out front to Sprigler, over to Dager, right side, drives, draws contact, and a foul. And Sprigler is going, or excuse me, Dager actually is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots coming up here. Foul was on Grant Lindemann this time of Corydon Central. That's going to be the first on Grant, and that'll be the team's third of the quarter. Free throws coming for Kaysen Dager, 87%. He's only missed 6 free throws the entire season, 41 out of 47 at the line. 2:09 to go here in the opening quarter. We are tied at 10 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Dager sinks the first free throw, his first point of the night. Gives the Dragons the lead back at 11-10.
No hesitation in that shot. He's crisp with that wrist.
Second free throw is also good. They're a great free throw shooting team, one of the best anywhere in the state, especially Southern Indiana. 70% as a team this year on free throws. 12-10 now. 4 straight points for the Dragons. 2 minutes to go. Here goes Fessel driving into traffic. Goes up, gets the shot. Oh, it rolled around the rim, hit the backboard, and then it rolled back to the rim, and somehow it went in.
What a shot.
That was what we would call a big-time circus shot there from Jack. Going into 2 defenders, both over 6'6". Dane Sprigler is out, and Dane Caldwell is back in. This is a huge lineup Silver Creek has on the floor now. You have 6'6", Donovan Whitehead, 6'8", Lucas Linderman, and then you got 6'10", Dane Caldwell. The free throw hits the back of the rim and bounces in for Fessel, who has 8 points now, and a timeout called by Corydon Central with 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. The Panthers nudge back in front, 13-12. On the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill Insulation System makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat Insulation System by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Lucas Linderman inbounding it to Kaysen Dager out of the timeout. Goes left wing to Caldwell. Down low to Hunter. He's grabbed, and a foul is going to be called immediately against the Panthers. It'll be on Hudson Withers this time. That foul will be the first on Hudson, team's fourth. Trying to go down low to Hunter. Quick inbound to Sprigler, top of the key. Takes it right side of the lane. Gives it up to Linderman. He drives in. Tried to go up and dunk it, but I think Jack's going to be called for a foul on the arm there. And that's now going to be 2 on Jack Fessel, which is definitely a red flag for the Panthers here in the early going.
He had one hand on top of that ball, and it was above the rim, and the other one got him on the wrist. Jack got up for that one.
Linderman, 6'8". First free throw hit the front, back rim, and then fell in. The Plinko-style bounce. He's not been a good free throw shooter this year. 8 out of 18, 44%. Linderman averages 5.3 points and 3.2 rebounds as a junior. Silver Creek is perfect so far, 5 out of 5 at the line. Got our third tie of the night already. Second free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Ruber trying to get the rebound, and he and Whitehead got tangled up. And I don't think anything is really going to come of this yet, but both sides trying to get fired up here early. Harry Hunter and Brandon Hoffman both coming over to talk to the officials. And, yeah, it was definitely physical there, but I think it was just a simple jump ball getting tangled up. And you can tell this is feeling a bit like a sectional atmosphere because, man, we got a crowd here tonight to go with it. And both teams have their cheer blocks, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the gym for sure. And it's getting a little more intense all the time. Both teams are playing well.
Donovan Whitehead picked up the foul. That'll be his second. So Whitehead has both fouls for Silver Creek to this point. He fouled Jack earlier on that three-point play just a few moments ago. Coach Hoffman's still jawing with the official down there. He has not given up on that. Problem is he's going to have to move on.
Yeah.
Lindemann has it on the right side of the front court. Bounces to Jack Fessel, top of the key. Jack with those two fouls. Got to be a little more cautious now. Panthers have yet to go to the bench here tonight. Over to Lindemann between the circles at the volleyball spike line. Grant takes it over right side below the timeline. He's got Lucas Linderman on him, not to be confused with Lindemann on the Corydon side. Grant trying to go one-on-one, gets it to the free throw line, stops, pops, his shot blocked from behind, and Hunter is going to come down with a rebound on the left side of the lane. Up the floor quickly to Linderman. Under the basket, lays it up, missed it. Rebound tipped up, no good. And then the scramble for it. McLaughlin missed the tip on the left side. And the Dragons get it back out to the perimeter. Hunter has it between the circles. Dribbles left side. Fakes out, goes up, and lays it in. What a move by Brandon Hunter.
Nice fake. Everybody took it, and he just laid it in.
Kind of a teardrop there at the end, but you don't see very many kids around here that can make that move.
No, that was smooth, and it was very good.
Hunter's got 8. The lead is back to Silver Creek at 15-13 with 28 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Fessel has it left side into the half-court circle now to Grant Lindemann. Lindemann takes it over below the timeline on the left. He'll dribble down to the arc. He's got the senior guard Dane Sprigler on him. Grant trying to move him around. Dribbles down to the arc, backs it out, and then hands it off to Fessel behind him. Fessel dribbling around. He's now got Sprigler on him. Jack going around to the top of the key, and a foul is going to be called on the floor against the Dragons. Coach Hoffman was really yelling for that 5-second violation to be called, but he's not going to get the satisfaction there either. Dane Sprigler picks up the foul, his first and the team's third.
He grabbed an arm. You can see it from here. So
I don't think the 5-second call applied. There was so much movement, and those guys weren't within the range for the entire time either. Inbound to McCarty in the corner. He lost it out of bounds. Well, I thought it was off him. Linderman apparently touched it last. 1.2 seconds to go in the quarter. That took 2.4 seconds to go. It's Panther basketball. They thought it went to Silver Creek, too.
He came off of the top of his thigh with the ball, just brushed it, and went out of bounds.
Inbound left baseline from the R of Corydon. It is Withers. He'll throw it in somewhere. He's got to get it in, though. To Fessel, left wing. He'll line up a three at the horn. Missed it off the side of the backboard to close out the opening frame. It has been a hotly contested matchup so far. Number 1 in Class 3A, Silver Creek leading Corydon Central 15-13 at the end of 1 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. If you need to borrow money for a home loan, car loan, even loans for boats, RVs, you name it, First Harrison Bank will get you competitive rates with fast, local decisions. Apply online at firstharrison.com. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
15-13, Silver Creek in front at the end of the first quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here at the Panther Dome in Corydon tonight, along with our statistician and analyst Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Panthers will have the basketball to start the second quarter. They're going to stick to their starting five of Grant Lindeman, Hudson Withers, Jack Fessel, JoJo McCarty, and Ben Groover. Silver Creek, meanwhile, going with their starting five: Brandon Hunter, Dane Sprigler, Kaysen Dager, Brody McLaughlin, and Dane Caldwell. It's Lindeman with it, right side of the top of the key. He'll bounce it over to the right wing now to McCarty. JoJo looking for the cutter, goes to Lindeman in the corner. Grant dribbling up. Double team comes. He goes to Fessel between the circles. McCarty catches on the left wing, down to the baseline to Groover in the short corner. Free throw line to Jack. Fessel turns, hands it off to Grant behind him. He looks at the three, decides against it. Now he'll drive left side, pull up for a 12-footer. Missed it back of the rim. Brody McLaughlin steps in front to grab the rebound. And a foul going to be called in the backcourt. McLaughlin got bumped and knocked to the floor there before he could get it across the timeline on the right. That'll be the second foul on Ben Groover. And that'll be the first on the Panthers. So now you have Groover and Jack Fessel both with 2 fouls. And the Panthers have been reluctant to go into their bench, which will feature Hunter Seacat and Evan Bennett tonight. Here's a drive. It's Dager, misses the layup off the right side. He wanted a foul, but no call there. Rebound down to the Panthers, and they'll bring it back the other direction. Both teams leading scorers with 8 points. Fessel and Hunter both with 8 for their respective teams. McCarty has it between the circles, drops it off to Lindeman on the right side. Between the circles, Fessel with it now. He'll dribble to the left. He'll get around McLaughlin, goes into him, drives, throws it up, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Hunter trying to get it before it went out of bounds, but he could not save it before he got the end line on the right side out of bounds, and it will be Corydon Central basketball.
He was moving. I don't see how he even touched the ball, but he did.
Panthers will inbound from the R of Central on that right baseline. Lindeman to Fessel on the wing. Out to McCarty now. McCarty dribbles toward the top. Goes back to Jack on the right wing. Fessel dribbles. Kicks it over to McCarty on the left wing. Out to Withers for a 3. That one off the back of the rim. A long attempt there for Hudson. Rebound comes down to McLaughlin of Silver Creek. Dragons come back the other way, up by 2. Here's a mid-range shot. Caldwell misses that left baseline. The rebound down to the Panthers. Withers is the one who comes out of there with it for Corydon Central. Panthers did not shoot the ball particularly well in the first quarter. Then again, neither did Silver Creek. 4 out of 10 for the Dragons, 5 out of 14 for the Panthers. 36% for Corydon Central compared to 40% for the Dragons. It's Fessel with it in the front court. Off ball movement. Goes top of the key. Lindeman wide open 3. Left it off the front of the rim. Rebound tipped around, and Dager is the one who grabs it for the Dragons. Panthers cold to start this second quarter here at home. On the drive, and there's Sprigler, and he lays it in right side. That'll prompt a timeout from Coach Hoffman this time. 5:38 to go second quarter. Silver Creek up 17-13 over Corydon Central. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
Silver Creek getting the basket from Dane Sprigler on the right side, and that gives the Panthers a little bit of a hole to dig out of now. It's a 4-point contest. 5:38 to go second quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here at the Panther Dome tonight. We thank you for listening tonight. You can listen on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com or on your Alexa. You can also listen on our YouTube channel as Grant Lindeman drives it right side, gets it up off the glass.
Went in with the big guys, laid it right over the top of it.
Grant's only 5'11", but he's not afraid to go in amongst the trees.
Nope.
It'll be Silver Creek. Here is a drive and a blocking foul. They're going to wave off the shot, and now you've got 2 fouls on Grant Lindemann, who tried to take a charge. I think he was there just a hair late.
Yeah, he was.
It was close.
There was impact. He really got hammered.
By the way, Caldwell listed at 6'10". He's almost a foot taller than Grant, so for him to step in and take that said a lot there. Inbound to Caldwell, right baseline. Goes into Fessel, drives, layup, can't get it to go. He fouled McCarty and almost got away with it. That foul on Dane Caldwell. JoJo had the position on him there. I don't know how JoJo got in there, but he did.
Yeah.
And he drew the foul on Caldwell. That'll be his first and the team's first of the quarter on Silver Creek.
He was set solid, and he just plowed him, knocked him down.
Just the fact that JoJo got in there the way he did.
Yeah.
That kid, he'll do whatever it takes for them to win. Here's a 3. Withers misses that from the left corner long. Rebound down to Hunter on the right side of the basket. Up the floor now with it is Dager. He'll pull up, mid-range jumper, almost airballed it from the left side. Lindemann gets the rebound. I think he clipped the right side of the rim.
Just barely.
15-footer there from that left wing. 17-15, 4.5 minutes to go second quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It's Grant Lindemann with it to the right wing in the front court. Bounces it out to the spike line to Jack Fessel. He takes it down to the arc now. Looks inside, nothing there. It is hard to get a clean look on the inside against these guys because of their size. Here's Lindemann with it, takes it right side, one-on-one with McLaughlin, bounces it out to Fessel, takes it, pulls up, MSC logo jumper off the back rim, and it softly fell in.
A little off balance, but he had enough body control to get it in.
Surprise, surprise on the body control.
Really?
4th tie of the night.
Because he could be.
17 all. And dribbling off his foot is Hunter. He had Fessel on him. That's a rare turnover for the Dragons here early on. They only average 9.8 turnovers a game. Hudson Withers is out. Hunter Seacat is going to check in now for Corydon Central. First time we've seen the 6'1 junior guard, who's averaging 1.8 points and 1.8 rebounds on the season. Played in all but 3 varsity games this year. Fessel off the inbound. Has it, takes it to the free throw line. Looks, gets the shot up, and in from the charity stripe. The 15-footer for Jack gives him 12, and the Panthers have the lead again at 17-19 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 5th lead change of the night. Caldwell dribbles from the right wing, gets inside, throws it too hard off the glass, got his own rebound, but Seacat poked it away, and it couldn't save it under the basket, but a great job by Hunter to prevent him from getting an easy second attempt with 3:24 to go till halftime. Here's the inbound straight away to Caldwell. And a 3 for Hunter. He lines it up left at the top of the key. Couldn't get it to go. And I think Jack's just picked up another foul. That's going to be 3. They got to take him out.
He moved in under him that time. Got there late.
Undercut Dane Sprigler, who was trying to get that rebound. And the foul will put Jack in his 3rd. And now that'll send Hudson Withers into the contest for the Panthers. Withers going to try to provide a lift. Off the bench this time. The inbound will come to Caldwell. He'll line up the 3 from the right corner, and he buried it. Dane Caldwell, not known for being a big-time three-point shooter, but he gives the Dragons the lead back at 20-19, down to 3 minutes to go till halftime. McCarty to Withers, left corner, fakes, lines up the 3. Got it! Hudson Withers makes his 2nd tray of the night, and the Panthers are right back out in front. That's 7 lead changes. Hunter with the drive right side. Tried to give it to Linderman on the left side, but Lindeman, meaning Grant, came in to steal it. He takes it into the front court, top of the key to Seacat right wing. Between the circles, it's JoJo McCarty with it now. McCarty takes a dribble, pops it over to Seacat right side. Handoff behind him to Lindeman. Grant has it at the volleyball line. He's got 2 guys on him now. Bounce pass to McCarty right wing. Out to the corner, Seacat for 3. Oh, rimmed out on him. Rebound right side of the basket comes down to Dane Sprigler. Up the floor now to Dager right side. Into the corner, Caldwell 3 on the way. This one off the heel of the rim. Hunter gets the weak side rebound. Kicks it out for a Sprigler 3 off the front of the rim from the left wing. Linderman gets the offensive rebound, goes up, and he draws a foul on the Panthers. And with that, that'll be 2 shots coming up, and that's now 3 fouls on Ben Groover of the Panthers. And that's going to be team foul number 4 on Corydon Central. So now you're in a real dilemma with Bessel and Gruber both dealing with 3 fouls. The free throw won't go for Linderman, who, again, has not been a great free throw shooter. He's now 10 of 21 on the season. Substitution for the Dragons. They'll send Donovan Whitehead in, replacing Dane Caldwell. Brody McLaughlin also out, and so Hunter is also out there with Linderman as well as Sprigler and also Dager as well. Free throw number 2, front rim, back rim, and Flinkoed in. Linderman's got his second point of the night and a timeout from the Corydon bench. 2:10 to go here in the second quarter. The lead is 1 point for the Panthers, 22-21 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are tax season blues getting you down? Well, worry no more. Introducing Jiffy Tax Shack, your go-to destination for hassle-free tax filing. At Jiffy Tax Shack, they make tax filing a breeze. Experienced team of tax professionals can ensure you get every deduction you deserve. Fast, accurate, and affordable. That's the Jiffy Tax Shack promise. No more stressing over complicated forms and endless paperwork. Your refund is just a visit away. Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, where taxes are made simple. Call 812-338-3258. Don't forget to ask if you qualify for the earner income tax credit.
2:10 to go, second quarter. It is Corydon Central in front of Silver Creek, 22-21 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Panthers have the basketball out of their own timeout. And with it is Seacat. He had it stripped almost, but a reach-in is going to be called on Kason Dager. Got him from behind. That foul on Dager is going to be his second. That'll be, or his first, I should say, and that'll be the team's second against the Dragons here in the second quarter. They had to go to Evan Bennett, the Panthers did, on their bench. He's in for the first time, 6'4" junior. Evan is averaging 1.7 points a game because of the foul trouble between Jack and Ben, who both have 3 apiece. McCarty has it half-court circle. He'll take it left side. He'll pop it over to Seacat. The trap comes. Seacat getting it out of there, bounces it right side to Bennett. Evan fakes, goes back to Seacat, left side volleyball spike line. Looks, got it back out to Lindemann. Left side, he'll lob it to McCarty between the circles. JoJo dribbling a couple of times. Looks, he has Seacat open, cuts across the lane from left to right. And now Withers has it on the right wing. 1:25 to go, second quarter. Panthers up 22-21 on the Dragons.
Really good movement offensively. They're liable to get something wide open the way they're moving.
Now they got to continue to work the basketball. McCarty goes baseline, goes up. What a tough shot. It rimmed out on him around Whitehead.
Go in. It just bounced and bounced.
Here's a drive, a layup, and a foul is going to be called. Dager got grabbed going down the left side of the lane, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. Already made 2 in the first quarter. Foul is going to be on Hunter Seacat. That'll be the first on Hunter. That'll be the team's 5th of the quarter on the Panthers here so far tonight. And so the Panthers, the foul's starting to mount up a little bit for a team that's not very deep. First free throw is good for Dager, his 3rd point, and we are now tied for the 5th time tonight. We have 7 lead changes and 5 ties. We had a substitution coming here as Brody McLaughlin replaces Lucas Linderman in the lineup for the Dragons.
A heck of a ball game.
Panthers have been giving it all they have tonight against a really good team.
Yeah.
It's
getting really intense in places. It's amazing how well they're playing it right now.
Like we said before, it definitely has that feel of a sectional atmosphere tonight.
Absolutely.
And timely because sectional starts in just a couple of weeks. McCarty has it left wing, got it knocked away from him out of bounds off of Dager. Seacat found him over there open, and now you're going to roll the dice with Gruber and Vessel out there, both with 3 fouls. As Bennett and Seacat come out, both of them doing a great job holding things together for the Panthers. Withers the inbound from the left sideline. He'll look. Hudson goes to Gruber in the corner. 50 seconds to go. If you're the Panthers, I think you got to, I was going to say hold, but Gruber just threw it and can't foul him. Dager drives all the way in, and he lays it in reverse layup, left side of the basket. That's his 6th point. I was going to say hold for the last shot here, but Withers open, corner 3 left side. That one off the front of the rim. Rebound McLaughlin on that same side. It bounced to him. And on the ricochet, the Dragons have it back. Hunter has it below the timeline to the right. Look for them to try to go after Jack or Ben if they get the chance to do it. They know the foul situation on that bench.
I think that was just pointed out again.
15 seconds to go in the quarter. Hunter has it above the volleyball line on the right side. He's going to look to get the last shot. He's got Gruber with him. Drives into Gruber, and a blocking foul on Ben, and that's going to be his fourth.
Well, that's exactly what you and I said just a minute ago. They would go to one of the guys that has foul problems.
Well, Ben's not going to start the second half, that's for sure. There's no way. You can't risk that.
No.
6.5 seconds to go in the quarter. 2 shots coming for Brandon Hunter. I thought he did a pretty good job sliding in, but he's got to know the situation there too. I understand he's your best defender, but I think you got to put JoJo or Grant out there on that. Free throw is up and in. Hunter gets his 9th point of the night, first point of the quarter. Panthers are going to go into halftime trailing. The question's going to be how much, and that is yet to be determined. Seacat right back in there for the Panthers. Second free throw for Hunter is up and in. He is 70%, 39 of 56 coming in. Up the floor with it is Fessel. Runs it to the right wing, gives it to Lindemann. Off-balance shot. Missed. McCarty could have tipped it up if he'd had another second, but it won't matter anyway. Right side of the basket. Lindemann misses from the right wing to close out the half, and the Panthers will go into the locker room trailing the Silver Creek Dragons 27-22 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard as they compete against the number 1 team in Class 3A going into halftime. Coming up, we'll have first half stats and analysis. We will take a look at other games around the area if we get the chance to do so, and we will be sure to also see what else we can do if we can preview what we've got coming up next week as well. All that coming up at halftime on our halftime report, 27-22. Silver Creek, number 1 in 3A, leading Corydon Central. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser in New Albany. It's never too late to level up your life. Whether you're changing careers or finishing your education, Prosser Adult Education offers affordable classes to help you earn workforce readiness, improve your skills, or train for a high-demand job. Visit ProsserCareers.com or call us at 812-542-8508 to get started. Prosser Adult Education. Your future, your move.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with 2 outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson-Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
Halftime here inside the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. It has been intense. It has been hard fought. It's been emotional, physical, all of the above here in the first half of this matchup between the number 1 team in Class 3A, the Silver Creek Dragons, and the home team tonight, the Corydon Central Panthers, here inside the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. We appreciate you tuning in tonight with us here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com, as well as on your Alexa. Say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. We had 5 ties and 8 lead changes in that first half between these two teams, and Silver Creek has the biggest lead that either team has had so far in this contest tonight, leading by 5 at 27-22 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here inside the Panther Dome tonight. In an intense environment, a wonderful crowd has come out for this game. They're not even having cheer clinic or youth basketball or anything else to draw the crowd. Everybody wanted to see if the Panthers could actually hang with the team that's been the best in Class 3A, really going back to the month of December. And so far, the Panthers have been equal to the task, at least for the most part. Foul trouble plaguing this Corydon team. They will really have to be strategic in how they handle that going into the second half of this matchup. Meantime, let's take a look at the scoring for the Silver Creek Dragons. Brandon Hunter, who is technically their number 3 scorer on the season, he is the leading scorer for the Dragons at halftime. Hunter burying a couple of trays in the first quarter of this matchup and then getting a 2-point basket late in the quarter. He buried 2 free throws toward the end of the second quarter to give him that total of 10 points so far. Kason Dager, 2 free throws in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. Got a basket getting down the floor in the second quarter. He's got 6 points. Dane Caldwell, 2 free throws in the first quarter, a tray for him in the second. Caldwell so far has 5 points to his credit for the Dragons here tonight. Meantime, the rest of the team so far, Brody McLaughlin, a basket for 2 in the first quarter. And then Lucas Linderman, 1 out of 2 at the free throw line in each quarter. Linderman has 2 points to his credit along with McLaughlin. And then Dane Sprigler, a breakaway basket for 2 points in the second quarter. So Sprigler, McLaughlin, and Linderman all have 2 points for the Dragons, and that's all the scoring they've had so far. Donovan Whitehead is the only Dragon who's played but has not scored here tonight for Silver Creek. They shot 4 of 10 in the first quarter, 3 of 11 in the second quarter. So far, 7 out of 21 from the field tonight, 33%. As far as three-point shooting, the Dragons were 2 of 4 in the first quarter, 1 out of 5 in the second. They're just 3 out of 9 from the field so far for 33%. To put that in perspective, Silver Creek has been making 56% of their shots from the floor this season. They're only making 33% so far. 42% from behind the arc, and they're just 33% out there. However, the problem for the Panthers is free throws. Silver Creek 5 out of 6 in each quarter. They are 10 out of 12 at the free throw line for 83%. That has certainly been a massive key in them getting the lead in this first half of play. As for the Panthers so far, it is Jack Thessel leading everybody. He's got 12 points to his credit. Jack had 8 in that first quarter, made a 3. A basket for 2 on a little teardrop, and then he got 1 to fall in somehow, some way on a circus shot, driving to the basket, drew a foul, and got the free throw. He got 8 in that first quarter, scored 4 more in the second on a couple mid-range jumpers. He's got 12 points. Hudson Withers, a 3 in the first quarter, made another 1 in the second. He's got 6 points. Grant Lindeman, 2 for him in the first quarter, 2 more in the second off a drive. Grant has 4 points so far for the Panthers. JoJo McCarty, Ben Groover, and Hunter Seacat have all played but have not scored. Evan Bennett also got some time out there, did not score for the Panthers. They shot 5 out of 14 in the first quarter, 4 out of 13 in the second. They are 9 out of 27 from the field so far, good for just 33%, same as Silver Creek percentage-wise. They're 3 out of 12 from behind the arc for 25%. They only got 1 free throw in that first half. They made it. And that was Jack getting the 3-point play in the first quarter for the Panthers. Again, 5 ties and 8 lead changes so far, 15-13 Silver Creek at the end of the first quarter. They outscored the Panthers 12-9 in the second and take the lead to 27-22, their largest, at halftime on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Rebounding so far goes to Silver Creek, 17-11. The Dragons had 4 offensive rebounds in that first half. Brandon Hunter was the overall leader in rebounding with 5 for the Dragons, 1 offensive rebound. Brody McLaughlin, 4 rebounds, 1 offensive. Dane Caldwell, 3 rebounds, 1 offensive. Kason Dager grabbed 3 rebounds. Dane Sprigler had 1, and Lucas Linderman had 1 offensive rebound for the Dragons in the first half. For the Panthers, 11 rebounds, 3 offensive. JoJo McCarty is the leader in rebounds with 5 so far, had 1 on the offensive end. Grant Lindeman and Ben Groover each grabbed at 2 rebounds. Ben had an offensive rebound. And then Hudson Withers and Jack Thessel both with 1 rebound. Jack had an offensive rebound in the first half of play. Turnovers so far, Corydon's been favorable there. 1 turnover in the first half, 4 turnovers for Silver Creek. The Dragons had 3 assists on 7 made shots. Brandon Hunter, 2 of those 3 assists, while Brody McLaughlin had the other 1. And the Panthers were able to get 2 assists on 9 made shots. JoJo McCarty and Ben Groover both had 1 assist apiece. For Corydon Central, as they trail it 27-22 here at halftime inside the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in Corydon. Taking a look at what else is happening around the area tonight. Charlestown at the end of the first quarter was leading Salem 22-10. And other than that, I don't have anything else except in the first quarter. New Albany had the early 10-8 lead on Bedford North Lawrence, 3:16 in the opening quarter down there at the Doghouse in New Albany. We'll come back after this break, and we'll wrap up our halftime show, get you set for the third quarter here tonight from the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Third quarter getting underway here inside the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. And Corydon Central will be on defense to start this second half. They will start Hunter Seacat in place of Ben Groover to start this third quarter. The rest of the starters, Hudson Withers, Grant Lindeman, along with JoJo McCarty and Jack Thessel, will start the second half for this Panther team. Groover just picked up his fourth foul before halftime. Jack Thessel's got 3. Silver Creek's only foul trouble comes from Donovan Whitehead, who has 2 so far. Dragons have it. Dager left wing goes down low to Caldwell. He falls. That's a travel, and they didn't call anything. Now they call a jump ball because he got tied up. He fell on his own.
Yeah, he did.
Nobody pushed him or anything, and they just swallowed their whistles. The jump ball, however, does go to the Panthers, so it will be a turnover, and Coach Hoffman's mad. But with all due respect to Coach Hoffman, he has nothing to be mad about.
No, he fell on his own. No one did anything to him.
And it will be Corydon basketball. As mentioned before, that's the 5th turnover on Silver Creek tonight. Now it will be the Panthers in possession going into the front court. It's Vessel with it between the circles. Jack has it as they go from right to left here in the second half. The Dragons going left to right. Silver Creek in the road orange uniforms, white letters and numbers, blue and white trim. A foul is called on Silver Creek. Dane Caldwell.
He is playing very frustrated right now. That started right before the end of the half, and he's doing a lot of grabbing jerseys and different things whenever they're not looking.
And he's got his second, and that'll be the team's first. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of the half. It did get a little bit chippy there to close out the first half. Vessel with it left side at the volleyball line. He'll drive, get inside. Oh, nice drop off. Hunter Seacat. Oh, no. He hesitated way too much.
Yep.
Missed the shot badly off the back of the rim. And now here's a lob, and McLaughlin from Hunter up, and not really a jam, but he just kind of put it through the rim there on the left side. Hunter was coming down the right side. 1 minute and 10 seconds into this quarter. 29-22. Silver Creek's biggest lead is now 7 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Withers with it to Lindeman on the left side. Backs it out to the half-court circle. Lindeman dribbles left, gives it up to McCarty on the right wing. JoJo hands it back to Grant with Hunter on him. Grant dribbles free throw line, pulls up. The jumper misses off the right side of the rim. And Caldwell got the rebound, but he almost got it knocked away. He ends up hanging on to it, gets it to Brandon Hunter into the front court, takes the top of the key from the right side, left side for Sprigler, and he hits a 3. Timeout going to be called from the Corydon bench.
That's a needed timeout right now.
They're down 10, 32-22, 6:15 to go here in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. First Harrison is here to make it easy for local business owners with real estate loans, construction loans, SBA loans, lines of credit, treasury management, and merchant services. You will get competitive rates and fast local decisions. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with 2 outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson-Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
6:15 to go third quarter. Panthers calling timeout and trying to settle things down. They are down by double digits for the first time tonight. Grant Lindemann got Dane Sprigler on him across the timeline down to the left wing. Pops it over to Jack Fessel. Jack has it beyond the arc. He'll dribble by Sprigler. Pulls up. Logo jumper MSC below the free throw line is short. Sprigler grabbed the rebound right in front of him. Brings it up the floor to Dager right side. Takes it baseline into the short corner. Kicks it over to the left wing to Sprigler. Do not want to leave him open. He misses that one off the back of the rim, but there's Caldwell. Offensive rebound. Putback won't go. McLaughlin tried to tip it up. He can't get it to go, and a foul was going to be called underneath, and it will be whistled against the Panthers this time. They're at a size disadvantage, and the foul will be called on Grant Lindemann. That'll be his third now, and that'll be the team's first of the quarter with 5:39 left. Getting a little chippy between McLaughlin and McCarty. The official going to pull those guys together. I think that's a wise move right now. You do not want this to get any chippier than it's already started to become, especially to start this third quarter.
Very competitive.
I mean, these two teams are competitors. Absolutely no doubt about that. That's an expectation. You don't play for Brandon Hoffman if you don't do that at Silver Creek, and it's the same here at Corydon with Joseph Hinton. You got to go out there, be willing to go after it. There's Caldwell, tough shot, right baseline. Jack did a great job standing his ground as he missed it off the back of the rim. The rebound to JoJo McCarty on the left side of the basket. That was off the right side there. Jack has it between the circles in the front court. He's got Brody McLaughlin on him. He'll dribble to the right wing now. 5:09 to go third quarter. Over to McCarty on the left side. McCarty hands it behind him to Hunter Seacat. Seacat fakes, dribbles, goes to Lindemann between the circles. Grant takes it to the left side. He'll line up a three. Missed it off the left side of the rim. Caldwell has the rebound, carry him into his arms in the left corner. Up the floor, Dager three. Man alive. Deep three from the left wing. That was a Devin Murphy type shot there.
Yeah. That's his range.
He was a good 28 feet away when he shot it. 35-22. The Dragons come out in this third quarter on an 8-0 run. Panthers have yet to score here in this quarter. 4:30 to go here in the third on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Here's Withers with it. Takes it inside. Draws contact. And Hudson's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Brody McLaughlin kind of rode him as he went down to the left block. And the foul was on McLaughlin. That's going to be his first, and that will be the team's second of the third quarter now. 2 shots coming up for Hudson Withers, who has not made very many appearances at the line writ large. He's 20 out of 30 on the season. Free throw on the way. That one's good. Hudson's got 8. He made 2 big threes in that first half that gave the Panthers a little bit of a lift. Certainly helped keep them in contention, but that's the first point of the quarter. Second point of the quarter hits the front rim, back rim, and falls in. 35-24, Silver Creek in front, 4:22 to go here in the third quarter. The number 1 team in 3A out in front. Hunter drives it left, nobody there, and he'll go all the way for the layup.
Made that look easy.
He is so sudden with his step, too. He's really gotten a lot quicker.
He gets up good for his size, too. He jumps very well.
He's listed at 6'3", and I don't doubt totally doubt that, but I think he's more like 6'1". Even so, impressive. Bessel, nice pull-up jumper right side. Got that to go outside the right elbow. 14 for Jack. Here's a drive. Hunter again. This time teardrop. He puts that in. Showing his vast array of skills out there. 39-26, 3:44 to go here in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Bessel has it up top, lost it to Hunter, flips it behind him. Here comes McLaughlin, two-hand hammer, and he puts it in, left side of the rim. Brody McLaughlin has 6 now, 41-26, and Silver Creek doing what they've done all year. They are starting to run away with this one. Lindemann has it front court, left side pass to Jack Bessel. Jack has it up top now after he moved it up there with the bounce. Back to Lindemann on the left side. Grant crosses over on Sprigler, takes it to the left elbow, fakes, kicks it back straight away to Withers. He fakes. He drives on Lucas Linderman, goes up, draws contact. A blocking foul is going to be called on the junior at 6'8". He snuck in during that last break. And the foul will be the first of the night on Lucas Linderman. That'll be the team's third of the quarter with 3:05 left. 3:05 to go in the quarter, 41-26. You're up 15. Just stop complaining at this point. Withers' first free throw off the right side of the rim won't go. It's not everybody, but there is a faction of the Silver Creek fan base that is obsessed with getting fouls called on them. So I'm just going to leave it there for tonight because they could see each other again.
That's true.
This has been it's been a really raucous atmosphere, the most raucous we've had all season, I would say, so far.
It's been something.
Second free throw is good for Hudson. Goes 1 of 2 that time around. He's got 7, 41-27. But this will get you ready for the postseason, though, if you're the Panthers. You need to play in an atmosphere like this. Hunter with the top of the key, right wing to Caldwell, down low to McLaughlin on the block. He'll turn a couple of times, goes up, can't get the shot over McCarty. McLaughlin got his own rebound, back up, stick it in with the foul. And he will go to the line for a three-point play as McLaughlin has 6 points in the quarter. He now has 8 for the night. And that could be a massive foul on the Panthers. No, it won't be, actually, but that's only the first on JoJo McCarty. That'll be the team's second of the quarter. Brody McLaughlin, left-handed free throw shooter, puts it up, left it short. Rebound to Lucas Linderman, goes up, Ben Gruber back in the game, and Linderman gets it to go off the back of the rim and in. His first field goal of the night. He's now got 4 points. 45-27, the lead is ballooned to 18. Silver Creek has not had a game closer than 12 points all season. Every one of their wins has been double digits. Here's a drive. Lindemann got it blocked from behind. Caldwell just simply took it from him. He runs it up the floor now, right side into the corner. Dager gets a quick release 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound weak side to Hunter. He'll take it right baseline from the left side. Backs it out, drives baseline, collides with Gruber, and he stepped out of bounds. There was a collision there.
Yeah.
There's no call, though. I'm surprised there wasn't a foul call there, but I guess he stepped out of bounds before the contact. That's the only conclusion I can draw with that.
You can see his foot from up here that he was clearly out of bounds, but the timing was something on that one.
That was
it could have been
close.
a foul.
It could have easily been the last one on Ben Gruber tonight. Ben is back out there. He joins the lineup that has Hudson Withers, Grant Lindemann, JoJo McCarty, and Jack Bessel. Jack has it right wing into the corner to Withers. His 3 is off the front of the rim. Rebound weak side to Brandon Hunter. And he'll race it up the floor. Throws it ahead to Lindemann. Missed the dunk on the left side. Getting a little too cute with that one, and the rebound comes down to the Panthers. Up the floor with it is Fessel, top of the key. Dribbles to the left elbow, kicks it out to JoJo for a 3. Left wing, bingo! First basket of the night for JoJo McCarty. Joseph Henton calls timeout on the Corydon bench. 1:31 to go, third quarter. 45-30. Silver Creek's lead is 15 over the Panthers. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are tax season blues getting you down? Well, worry no more. Introducing Jiffy Tax Shack, your go-to destination for hassle-free tax filing. At Jiffy Tax Shack, they make tax filing a breeze. Experienced team of tax professionals can ensure you get every deduction you deserve. Fast, accurate, and affordable. That's the Jiffy Tax Shack promise. No more stressing over complicated forms and endless paperwork. Your refund is just a visit away. Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, where taxes are made simple. Call 812-338-3258. Don't forget to ask if you qualify for the Earner Income Tax Credit.
1:31 to go here in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. The number one team in Class 3A leading Corydon Central 45-30 with a minute 31 left. The inbound from Brandon Hunter to Dane Sprigler. Sprigler will jaunt across the timeline to the right. He'll bounce it over to new face of the game, Donovan Whitehead on the right wing, the 6'6 junior, averaging 3.4 points a game. Now it's Caldwell with it. Takes it down to the right block, goes into Fessel, lays it up and in. Caldwell going up strong through contact. Jack fortunate to dodge the fourth foul of the night on him. Out of the backcourt with it is Grant Lindeman. He dribbles up the floor, and he's got Caldwell on him as he has it at the half-court circle. Caldwell giving him a little bit of room. Fessel sets a screen top of the key. Pop over to McCarty on the left wing. He'll dribble across the top of the key. Tosses it over to Fessel right side with 46 seconds to go. Jack lines up a three that's off the back of the rim. Rebound popped ahead. Whitehead trying to chase it down left corner, but he touched the line. Out of bounds, and a big break there for Corydon Central. Couldn't quite do the Callie Alston move on that one there.
No. That's where my mind went.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Callie caught a baseball pass from Chelsea Ralph when they played at Borden back in January. Saved it inbounds from the left baseline to the right side of the basket for a Haley Dilly layup that essentially sealed it for Orleans when they won at Borden. Of course, Borden beat Orleans in the rematch in the regional championship last week. Here's McCarty left corner, drives it, and there was a lot of contact there. A foul will be whistled on the Dragons. It's either going to go on Whitehead or Caldwell.
I think it's probably Caldwell.
Actually, Whitehead will get the foul. Yep, that'll be his third, and that'll be the team's fourth. It could have gone either way on that one, I thought.
Caldwell really hammered down on him, man.
Well, it was he got sandwiched between both of them, and Caldwell 6'10", listed at that height, and then you got Whitehead at 6'6". This is such a long team for high school.
Biggest team we've seen all year.
And they're even
bigger than Heritage Hills. I mean, Heritage Hills is usually really big, but this team makes them look small.
Yeah, they do to some degree, for sure. Free throws coming up here for McCarty. First one on the way for JoJo. He missed that one off the heel of the rim. 60% on the season, 33 out of 55. He'll have one more shot coming. He's been getting better and better throughout the season as far as free throws go. 47-30 with 22.9 seconds to go in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Second free throw for JoJo. He eyes it, flies it, and buries it. His fourth point of the night, 47-31 now. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Up the floor with it is Dane Sprigler for the Dragons. Sprigler has it at the half-court circle, sliding it from the left side. Now he goes to the right side. He'll bounce it down to the wing now to Kaysen Dager. Dager gets it, goes up for the dunk. Caldwell couldn't get it, but it's tipped up and in. Brandon Hunter comes in left side to get it as Caldwell had his shot influence from the right side. A heave from half court is good. Jack Fessel making a half-court shot before the end of the quarter.
Unbelievable athletic.
49-34. Silver Creek will take a 15-point lead into the fourth and final frame here at the Panther Dome in Corydon on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser in New Albany. It's never too late to level up your life. Whether you're changing careers or finishing your education, Prosser Adult Education offers affordable classes to help you earn workforce readiness, improve your skills, or train for a high-demand job. Visit ProsserCareers.com or call us at 812-542-8508 to get started. Prosser Adult Education. Your future, your move.
Fourth and final quarter starting here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon, along with our statistician and analyst Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. 49-34, number 1 in 3A. Silver Creek leading Corydon Central. Brandon Hunter driving right side, draws a foul, and gets the basket right into Hudson Withers. And that foul on Hudson's going to be his second. That'll be an and one opportunity coming up here for Hunter. Team's first foul of the quarter, just 8 seconds in. The lead is 17 for the second time tonight.
Hunter is a superb athlete. He's rebounded, he's scored, he's done it all.
He missed the free throw, though, that time.
I jinxed him.
He's not a great, I mean, as far as the rest of his numbers, he's not really a great free throw shooter. 70% on the year. A player of his caliber, you'd think would be 80, 85%. It's really the one shortcoming he has. Fessel pulls up top of the key jumper from 18 feet, missed it back or front of the rim. The rebound comes down to Dane Sprigler. Gets it up the floor to Caldwell, right side in the front court. Between the circles now to Hunter. Hunter has McCarty on him. They'll switch Groover onto him. Oh, man, this is what got Ben that fourth foul before halftime.
It's mismatch on the speed.
Hunter backs it out. Now takes it down to the wing. Nice job by McCarty to switch. To Whitehead. Free throw line jumper. He banked it in. Why not? Donovan Whitehead's first 2 points of the night. It is now a 53-34 advantage for the Dragons, their biggest of the night. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lindemann has it, pulls up right side three, front of the rim. Got his own rebound, goes back up and lays it in.
He fouled his shot. Great fundamentals.
Got 6 now, does Grant. Up the floor with it. Whitehead under the basket, lays it in right side. Donovan Whitehead's got 4. Silver Creek loves to take that little cherry pick down the floor if they have it available. 55-36 now, 6:34 to go in the fourth. Here on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Vessel with it, gives it to Withers between the circles. Hudson trying to drive around Donovan Whitehead, turns, forces contact, got the shot up. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Hudson being a little sneaky that time. And he will draw the 4th foul on Donovan Whitehead of Silver Creek. That'll be his first. The junior, the first Dragon to put himself on the precipice of fouling out. Out there with Dane Caldwell, Brandon Hunter, Dane Sprigler. And the free throw good for Hudson on his first attempt. You also have Kaysen Dager out there as well. Lucas Linderman and Brody McLaughlin check in, replacing Hunter and Whitehead in the lineup. Silver Creek has stayed true to that 7-player rotation tonight. Second free throw for Hudson is up, missed it, front of the rim at the left side of the backboard. Only for Caldwell to get it. Hudson does have 10 points now with the free throw. 55-37, 6:15 to go here in the fourth. Sprigler, 3, right wing, in and out. But the rim out comes down to McLaughlin in the lane. He gets down low left side, couldn't get it to go. Lindemann got hit. Should have been a foul call. Linderman gets it and dunks it along the baseline after he got away with a foul. But the Dragons is continuing to show their strength out there on the floor. Up the floor now, Fessel driving, draws a foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots coming up here. 5:48 to go in the quarter. The foul was going to be whistled on Silver Creek's Brody McLaughlin. That'll be his second, team second of the quarter on the Dragons.
Silver Creek just got so many weapons and they're big.
Free throw is up. It rattles in for Jack. That's just it, too. Corydon's undersized. They have been competing pretty well on the glass at times, but there have been a couple possessions where Silver Creek's gotten second and third chances.
Yeah, the offensive rebounds have been a key.
Free throw off the heel of the rim. Linderman gets the rebound for the Dragons. They'll bring it back the other direction now. Up by 19 at 57-38. A travel is going to be called on Dane Sprigler on the right side, 15 feet away. Coach Hoffman not happy about that turnover from his senior guard. And the Dragons will sub Brandon Hunter in there, probably for Sprigler. Nope, they're going to sub Caldwell out, put Hunter in for him. So that'll be one of their smaller lineups between Hunter, Sprigler, Dager, and then you also have McLaughlin and Linderman out there as well. For the Panthers, they've got Jack Fessel, Ben Gruber, Grant Lindemann, JoJo McCarty, and Hudson Withers, the starting 5 on the floor. Bounce pass goes to Withers on the right wing. Back out it goes to Lindemann at the volleyball line. Now Jack Fessel gets it between the wing and the corner. Takes it up toward the top, hands it to Grant Lindemann. Grant drives by, pulls up, gets a tough shot around McLaughlin. Couldn't get it to go off the right side of the rim. McLaughlin gets the rebound. And up the floor with it is Sprigler. He'll drive it left side, goes up right side, underhand layup. Couldn't get it to go. McLaughlin had the rebound, lost it underneath. Well, I thought that might have gone off Grant, but it is going to be Corydon Central basketball instead. Panthers getting a nice break on that one. But they still trail 57-38, 5:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Substitution, Lucas Linderman is out. Dane Caldwell is back in. I'd say this is probably going to be their main rotation throughout the postseason, if I had to guess. As long as they stay healthy, this looks like a safe bet to be their main rotation. Lindemann takes it to the left wing, 15 feet away, pops it out to Fessel. Jack has it to the top of the key now as he bounces it up there over to Grant in the left corner. Step back three, tough shot. It rimmed out on him, and Dager in the lane is able to come up with the rebound. They'll run it up the floor right side. McLaughlin was his intended target, but he wasn't looking at the basketball, let alone the top of the key. It goes out of bounds as Coach Hoffman will call timeout with 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. His Dragons, number 1 in 3A, lead Corydon Central 57-38 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with 2 outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
Are you looking for top quality Chris Stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Chris Stone in DePaul. At Davis Chris Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Chris Stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Chris Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Corydon Central down by 19, 57-38, 4:39 clock rolling here in the fourth quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Jack Fessel with it across midcourt to Grant Lindemann between the circles. Over to Ben Groover at the free throw line. Right wing now to Fessel. Jack dribbles down above the corner, gets it out to McCarty, then over to Withers between the circles. Hudson takes it up top, one-on-one with Dager. He turns, forces up, and he'll draw the foul again. Hudson just trying to do whatever he can to get his team points. And that foul on Kason Dager is going to be his second of the night. That'll be the team's third here in the fourth quarter. Barring a serious comeback here, it looks like another double-digit win for Silver Creek. But what's funny is their one loss came to Crown Point, who's currently ranked number 2 in 4A. They lost that game by 11 points. 11 points over a Newcastle in the Hall of Fame tournament. First free throw spun out on Hudson. He'll have one more shot coming. So I said earlier, I haven't been in a game decided by less than 12. Technically, it's 11. But that's how dominant this team has been in their 23 wins this year.
You can see why. They're a very good team.
They've been head and shoulders above the Mid-Southern Conference, and if Charlestown does beat Salem and Silver Creek continues to do what they're doing, then they'll win the conference by 2 games, which is no small feat. Sprigler, straightaway 3 on the fade, missed that off the back of the rim, off the ball movement, the rebound to McCarty. JoJo getting that, advancing it up the floor now, top of the arc in the Corydon forecourt. Dribbles left side, tries to go around Caldwell, trying to get something up, forces up a tough shot off the side of the backboard. Caldwell got the rebound, outlet up the floor now, and there's Dager for the finger roll layup over the front of the rim for his 11th point of the night. 59-39, the lead up to 20 with 3:36 to go. Here's a 3 from Withers, right corner. Can't get that to go. Groover had the rebound. McLaughlin was all over him, and McLaughlin asking the official, who, me? But that will be
You were the only other one there.
third foul on Brody McLaughlin. And, I mean, it's pretty obvious who had position there. Ben obviously giving up a little size, but he's doing a good job competing. He's had 4 fouls the entire half and is somehow not fouled out of this team tonight. That's extremely tough to do. Fessel has it up top. Dribbles right elbow, pulls up, fade away, couldn't get it to go. Gruber offensive rebound, back up and in for his first basket of the night. He just has a nose for it. Hunter with it across the timeline from the left side, dribbles to the right. Gets a high, well, not really a screen, but he drives it down low, lays it up and in off the left side.
He's just tough.
He has been, I would say, the most difficult player to guard for the Panthers tonight.
Yeah, he's just spread him up.
Here is Lindemann into McLaughlin, and he draws a foul there. There was definitely contact. Brody McLaughlin's going to pick up his fourth, and once again, you're up 20. You had no reason to complain about a foul call. That'll be the fourth on McLaughlin, and that'll be the team's fifth of the quarter, so that'll put Grant Lindemann to the line for 2 shots. First free throw on the way. Yep, got that one. He's got 7 now. Grant, an excellent free throw shooter, 50 out of 56 coming in for 89%. 61-42 with 2:57 to go in this fourth and final quarter. McCarty will check out. Evan Bennett is in for him. Second free throw, no surprise. It's good for Grant Lindemann. He's got 8 now. 61-43, 2:53 to go, fourth quarter of play. On the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, Bennett back in there, 6'4" and a junior, 1.7 points a game. Hunter's layup won't go. There was definitely some bumping around going on as he went to the rim. So the Panthers have it. And now Withers, man, tough shot with a hand in his face. He buries that from the left elbow just below it for his 13th point of the night. Here's a 3 on the other end. Dager rims it from the left wing.
Nice shot.
24 feet out. He's got 14 now. Timeout called. 2:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. 64-45 with 2:22 left on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Silver Creek leading Corydon Central 64-45. The Dragons on their way to their 24th win of the season, their 17th in a row. They're about to finish undefeated in the MSC. Corydon Central about to fall to 16-6 overall, 4-3 in conference play. The JV game did not go very well for the Panthers earlier tonight. Cam Smith's bunch falling to the Dragons 50-25 in the junior varsity game. So it looks like the Dragons are going to get the sweep here tonight. Withers threw that behind Fessel, but thankfully Bennett was there on the left wing to get it. Fessel has it on the left side. He'll hand it to Lindemann. Grant, long 3, going to be front of the rim short. Hunter snatches the rebound at the free throw line. Runs it up the floor to Sprigler on the left side. Lost control of it for a minute. Got it back. Bounces it to McLaughlin on the left wing. Back out to Hunter now below the timeline. Takes it across the half-court circle. Bounce pass over to Sprigler on the right wing. Turns on Bennett. Drives it down low. Lays it up and in. And another timeout. Not sure why Brandon Hoffman's burning timeouts at this juncture, but, 7 points now for Sprigler. 66-45, 1:46 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll just stay with it this time. It is all Dragons here tonight in the second half especially. This was a game that featured 5 ties and 8 lead changes. I'm guessing there was a milestone that was reached that we're missing right now.
That's apparently what's going on.
I don't know.
They were all gathered up and the crowd was cheering and they're all clapping about something.
I think that was Dane Sprigler's 1,000th point he just scored.
Probably.
I think that's what it was. I think he needed 7 points coming in. That was his 7th point. I think he had 993 for his career, so he just got to 1,000 points. And
tell you, they've got the players. They're real. Gordon's gave him a hard way to go the whole first half, and in the third quarter things just started coming apart, but they held their own for a while.
The start of the third quarter was not what the Panthers needed it to be at all. Silver Creek came out on an 8-0 run, and that pretty well took this. That's pretty well pulled it in Silver Creek's direction by that point. Fessel gets into the lane, step back jumper. He buries that. Something new we've seen from Jack this year we hadn't seen in years past. 66-47. Here's a drive. Dager missed the layup. Linderman gets the rebound, goes up left side, and puts it in. Lucas Linderman now has his 8th point of the night. 68-47. Here's a three. Rattled in from Lindemann on the Corydon side of things. And we've got a whistle. 1:07 to go. Not sure why, but Grant has 7 in the quarter, 11 on the night after rattling that in. Dragons are going to clear the bench. They are going to stick Brody Oliver in there. Brody is a 6'1" junior guard averaging 1.3 points a game. Lucas Linderman will stay in there. Back onto the floor is Donovan Whitehead. Oliver drives it right baseline. Got it poked away from him out of bounds by Grant Lindemann. Dragons also send in Jude Michael, who is a 6-foot junior guard. 14 points, 9 assists on the season in varsity play. Linderman is out now. And in for him is Evan Wren, who is a sophomore at 6'5". Wren averages 2.6 points a game in varsity play. Here's a spin down to Whitehead. He gets fouled along the baseline, or did he step out? He stepped out of bounds.
Wow.
He had the advantage there, but just couldn't stay upright on the inbound there as the Panthers will go to their bench. Grant Lindemann will check out, as will Hunter Seacap, Jack Fessel, and we've got one too many Panthers on the floor right now. Ben Gruber is going to check out as well. They're going to send in the rest of the guys, the JV players, Hayden Judy, Dylan Johnson, Beckett Likes, and Brock Pritchard. Judy, 6 foot and a sophomore, 3 points in varsity play. Johnson, 5'11" and a sophomore, no points in 4 games. Beckett Likes, 5'10" freshman, 4 total points for him. And Brock Pritchard, 6'4" and a freshman, no points in varsity play. Kick ball down on the baseline will give the Panthers a reset as Likes was trying to go to Hayden Judy down on the baseline. Again, the Panther JV fell tonight 50-25 to Silver Creek. Earlier in that contest, which ended fairly quickly, Likes left baseline, inbounds it to Johnson between the circles, gives it up to Hayden Judy on the right side. Evan Bennett stays out there for the Panthers, gets it left side with 28 seconds to go in the quarter. Around to Pritchard left side from Beckett Likes. Down to the corner now to Bennett. Evan will dribble, line up a 3, missed it long right side, and Evan Wren gets the weak side rebound for the Dragons. Final 12 seconds will tick off the clock. Brody Oliver across the timeline will run out the rest of the time, the final 7 seconds, and the Silver Creek Dragons continue to breathe fire on the Mid-Southern Conference heading into the postseason. They win this one tonight on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard by a final count of 68-50 here inside the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School. The Dragons have now won 17 straight games since that loss to Crown Point and Newcastle on December 23rd. They're now 24-1 on the season. They will wrap up conference play undefeated. They had already wrapped up the conference title before tonight as they go to 7-0 in the MSC. The Corydon Central Panthers, meanwhile, 16-6 overall, 4-3 will be their final record in the Mid-Southern Conference this year. And it also ends a string for the Panthers, having won 6 of their last 7 home games against conference opponents coming in. They're now 6-3 at home this season, while Silver Creek is undefeated in true road games. They've won 9 in 9 attempts this year. We'll head into our Davis Crushstone postgame show. On the other side of the break, we'll have final stats and analysis. We'll also talk with head coach Joseph Fenton of the Panthers, and if we have time, we will update you on what else is happening around the area tonight as well. Again, Silver Creek victorious, the number 1 team in 3A, gets the win tonight, 68-50 over the Corydon Central Panthers. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help. And they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, But the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Corydon Central Panthers went toe-to-toe with the number one team in Class 3A, the Silver Creek Dragons, in the first half of this game and really stayed competitive all the way up until halftime. The problem was the start of the third quarter was all Silver Creek. They came out of the halftime break with an 8-0 run, and that turned everything in the Dragons' favor tonight here on the road as Silver Creek wraps up an undefeated campaign in Mid-Southern Conference play, improving to 24-1 overall, 7-0 in the Mid-Southern Conference. They win the Mid-Southern Conference outright for the first time in 6 years with a 68-50 victory tonight over the Corydon Central Panthers here inside the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. Alongside our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Panthers dropped to 16-6 now on the season. They will finish with a 4-3 record in conference play. The conference losses come against Charlestown here at home by 3 points, a 6-point loss on the road at Austin just a couple of weeks ago, and then Silver Creek tonight, while the Dragons have won 17 consecutive games dating back to December 23rd. They have yet to take a loss since the calendar flipped into 2026 as they are able to pick up the victory here tonight on the road in Corydon. We thank you for listening tonight here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com, as well as on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9, and on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. Well, we'll take a look at the scoring and shooting here in just a few moments. Silver Creek really showed what they were capable of in that second half. They outscored the Panthers 41-28 over the final 2 quarters of play. And this team, no doubt whatsoever about it, will be the favorite pretty heavily going into Sectional 30 over at Madison on the first week of March. And, of course, we'll see what happens when the pairings are released on Sunday. You can listen to the pairing show for the 116th IHSAA Boys Basketball State Tournament. That will be taking place on Sunday evening, 6 to 8 p.m. right here on 96.9 WKLO. You can listen to it on terrestrial radio on 96.9 FM. You can also listen to it on our streaming online at WKLO969.com. And you can also listen to the pairing show on your Alexa by saying, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. Greg Rakestraw and Kyle Neddenriff will take you through the pairings for all 64 sectionals across the IHSAA Boys Basketball State Tournament. And they'll start in 1A North, go 1A South, and then 2A North and 2A South. They'll follow that pattern all the way until they get through the 2A pairings, or through the 4A pairings, I should say. So listen on Sunday evening, 6 to 8 p.m., right here on 96.9 WKLO. And again, streaming online at WKLO969.com. You can also find the stream on your Alexa. Let's go through the final scoring and shooting numbers tonight for both teams. And, of course, we'll start with the visitors, the Silver Creek Dragons, who really got their offensive game going. Brandon Hunter was just a little too much at times tonight for this Corydon Central squad here on the road. Hunter just, whether it was driving to the basket, whether it was stepping outside, knocking down perimeter shots, he really made it tough. You can tell he's really gotten stronger. He is definitely much quicker than he was even a year ago, and it's wild. He's getting looks from Division I schools tonight. Hunter had 10 points in the first half and In the third quarter, he was 3 for 3 on 2-point shots, and then he made 2 more shots for 2 in the fourth quarter. So Hunter had 20 points as he paces the Dragons here tonight on the road. Meantime, one other double-digit scorer for the Dragons, Kaysen Dager, who had 6 points in the first half. Dager buried a couple of trays, one in the third, one in the fourth, and then had another basket for 2 in that fourth quarter. Kaysen Dager ends up with a total tonight of 14 points for Silver Creek in their win. Also getting involved in scoring for the Dragons tonight, they had a pretty balanced effort behind Hunter and Dager. Brody McLaughlin, 8 points. He went off for 6 of those 8 in the third quarter tonight. Lucas Linderman also had 8 in this game, 2 in the first half, a 2 in the third, 2 more baskets for 2 each in the fourth quarter. So 4 points in the fourth. Linderman will finish his night with 8 points, along with Brody McLaughlin. Dane Sprigler and Dane Caldwell each scored 7 points tonight. Sprigler had 2 in the second quarter, made a 3 in the third, and then got that layup in the fourth quarter. That got him to 1,000 career points as a Silver Creek Dragon. So congratulations to Dane Sprigler on reaching that milestone. He is now the second Dragons, the second active player for Silver Creek to reach that milestone of 1,000 points. Kaysen Dager, I believe, is the only other Silver Creek player who's reached that plateau. Brandon Hunter, though, not too far behind himself as a junior. So Sprigler had 7, Dane Caldwell 7 for him, 5 in the first half and a 2 in the third quarter. Also, Donovan Whitehead, 2 baskets there in the fourth quarter. He ends up with 4 points tonight to round out the scoring. Those were the main 7 who played. They all scored. Evan Wren, Brody Oliver, and Jude Michael all got in there toward the very end of the contest, but none of them scored for the Dragons tonight. Silver Creek stepped up their shooting over the final 2 quarters of play. After going 7 of 21 from the floor in the first half, the Dragons made 10 of 17 in the third quarter, 9 out of 15 in the fourth quarter, so they made 19 out of 32 shots over the final 2 quarters of play, good for 59%. And they end up shooting 26 out of 53 for 49% tonight here on the road in Corydon. 3-point shooting was a little better in the second half for Silver Creek. They were 3 out of 9 over the first 2 quarters, 2 out of 4 in the third, 1 out of 3 in the fourth. They end up making 6 out of 16 from long range tonight, good for 38%. And then on free throws, the Dragons lived at the line in the first half, going 10 out of 12, but they only shot 2 free throws in the second half, 1 in each quarter, as they end up 10 out of 14 from the free throw line, 71%. They're just a tick above their season average of 70%. On the Corydon side of things, Jack Fessel ends up leading the way in scoring tonight. He ties Brandon Hunter with a game-high 20 in this one tonight. Jack had 12 of his 20 in the first half. He made a 2 and a 3 there in the third quarter, and then 1 out of 2 at the free throw line in the fourth with another basket for 2 late, as Jack ends up scoring 20 tonight for the Panthers. 2 others in double digits. Hudson Withers had 13, 6 in the first half. Hudson ends up making 5 out of 8 from the free throw line over the final 2 quarters of play. Got 1 more basket for 2 in the latter stages. He ends up with 13 points, a mid-range jumper for Hudson that he made there. Grant Lindeman had 11. He only had 4 in the first half, didn't score in the third quarter, made a 2, a 3, and 2 free throws in the fourth quarter. So Grant ends up scoring 11 points tonight for Corydon Central. JoJo McCarty nailed a tray there in the third quarter, 1 out of 2 on free throws, 4 points for him. Ben Groover, a basket for 2 in the fourth quarter. He ends up scoring 2 points tonight for Corydon Central to round out their scoring. Hunter Seacat and Evan Bennett saw time off the bench tonight. And also those guys did not score. Hayden Judy, Dylan Johnson, Beckett Likes, and Brock Pritchard all saw time there late, did not score for the Panthers here tonight either. Head coach Joseph Enton joins us now in our Davis Crushstone postgame show. Panthers fall to Silver Creek tonight, 68-50 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Well, first half was certainly back and forth. Your guys did a great job hanging in there, and the foul trouble mounted up there right before halftime, and they got a little bit of a step on you going into the break, but the effort your guys gave in that first half was certainly something to behold tonight here on the home floor.
Oh, yeah. I mean, our guys did a lot of great things there tonight. Unfortunate. I thought we played a pretty good game. Thought there was a good game plan out there for us. Had some guys step up into some roles. And, first half, we did what we wanted. We possessed the basketball. We hit the shots that were open. I thought we stopped them in transition pretty much for the most part throughout the night. They're just really tough. At the end of the day, they're the number one team in the state for a reason. But I believe that we came out there tonight and showed that we're here and we're not going anywhere.
And obviously, Jack and Ben both got to 3 fouls, and I know it was a roll of the dice getting those guys back out there. You put them out there for offense initially, and then they kind of got stuck out there for defense. Ben did a great job sliding in front of Brandon Hunter there before halftime. Unfortunately, got the blocking call with his 4th foul, and it seemed like that was kind of a turning point for you guys.
Yeah, Jack got 3 and Ben got 3, and we got the ball back down 3 there with about a minute to go, and I told them to possess the basketball. We want one shot. That's why we put them out there on the court.
Right.
Hudson took a great shot in the corner. He even knew it as soon as he got in the locker room. He goes, it was a quick shot. But if it goes in, is it a bad shot? I'm not sure. If he makes it, it's 25-25. Crowd's bumping. But they came back, and unfortunately, from my angle, I don't know, from your angle, I thought Ben took a great charge. But, at the end of the day, it was called a blocking foul. And when that happened, it kind of changed things up. I couldn't really put Ben out there at the beginning of the third quarter, but I thought Hunter and Evan did a good job tonight coming off the bench and stepping up for us in that game. Did a lot of great things, but overall, I think that definitely was a turning point for us. We got in foul trouble. They didn't. I'm not sure what the exact number of fouls were, but I'm going to say before the fourth quarter, it was pretty outlandish.
Well, there were a lot of the first half, that's for sure on that, and that certainly played a factor. But, I mean, you guys came out, obviously, third quarter, they came out and they hit you guys right away with an 8-0 run. And unfortunately for your guys, it put them on their heels and just never were able to completely dig out of that. And against a team that good, it's very hard to overcome that.
I thought we got that stop there right out of the second quarter. And, that was huge. And we come down, we had a good shot. It went up. I thought it was going in.
Yeah.
I think it went in and out, and they went down. They got a fast break on us. We let them get fast break there, transition a couple possessions in the third quarter. But overall tonight, I feel like we only had one bad quarter, and that was the third one. I thought we played our butts off the other 3 quarters, and we're not big on hanging our hats on a 18-point loss by any means. But I did tell them to hang their hats on the fact that we fought and the fact that we didn't back down. Didn't matter what the name of the jersey was or what they are. They didn't back down tonight. And if we continue to play like that, I'll be excited to see what happens coming into sectional time.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, too, Joe, where if you get a bounce or two here or there at the start of the third quarter, you get that shot to go in, maybe get a turnover, it turns things around. So even though it's an 18-point margin, it was one of those situations where that was kind of another key point where it could have gone either way had the ball bounced a different way there.
It just felt different. The game felt different. Once it got to double digits there, we knew it was going to be tough to come back because if we play at that pace, then we're playing into the hands of them. And we knew that we had to have possession time. But you're right. When it was right there at 5-7, right in that situation there, one bucket goes in or one stop would have been huge for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And obviously everybody getting in there doing what they could tonight as well with the foul trouble and everything else. Hudson Withers did some nice things for you tonight. Jack, of course, was fantastic. And JoJo, really tough for him going up against guys that are 5-6 inches taller than him in some cases. Good to see that hustle from your guys and that determination with this team in Silver Creek.
It's about heart. We're not always going to be the biggest. We're not always going to be the fastest. It's about heart. And the teams that win in March, the teams that pull some upsets off and do the right things are the teams that have more heart. It's the teams that want it more. When you play the game of basketball, I mean, you've got to love every single part of it. And a huge thing we talked about was the pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret.
Right.
And looking back on it, in this old age, regrets are what you want to leave at the door, and you want to know that you gave everything you got. And I thought our boys showed a lot of heart tonight, and we got to continue to show that because the teams that want it more end up making things happen in the end.
No doubt. And also, too, great crowd tonight for the Panthers as well here at home. Silver Creek, of course, they were going to bring a good crowd, but this felt like a sectional atmosphere, and I think it was great for you guys to play in this kind of atmosphere tonight because that gets you ready for the first week of March as well.
Absolutely. It was amazing to see the fans that came out to support us tonight. It was a great atmosphere. Like I said, I think the boys really were prepared. They really wanted it. I think we've had some up and downs this season, but they're getting it, and again, I'll leave it at the heart. If your heart is right and your mind is right, the body takes care of itself. And as long as we focus on the things that truly matter, game of basketball will take care of itself. And it's huge to see the kids grow up throughout the season. And hopefully we can be at full cylinders going into sectional time.
Well, there's still one more game left in the regular season. Senior night coming up next Thursday. Springs Valley, the Blackhawks will be flying in here for the first time in, I think, 40 years or so since they've been to Corydon. But it's your last game of the regular season, a chance to get a little bit of momentum going before postseason and a chance to recognize your seniors as well.
Yeah, I know it's not Silver Creek, but I hope we can pack the stands next Thursday because the boys really deserve it. They fought really hard throughout the season. It's senior night. Come out to celebrate Devin and Jack and watch a good game of basketball. I know Coach Newcomb. He's a great coach, and the Springs Valley kids have been playing extremely hard lately, and we've got to come ready to go. And I think we need to take what we learned from tonight and push forward and move forward to what we need to do moving forward. And again, I just hope everyone shows out for that Thursday night. It's our last home game. Last regular season game of the year, and it would be massive to see these stands filled up.
We're looking forward to being here for that next Thursday night. Panthers have Springs Valley here at home, JV at 6, varsity around 7:30 as per usual, and we'll have our pregame show starting around 7:15 on Thursday night here from Corydon. But meantime, Joe, thank you for joining us as always. We appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing your guys back here at home one last time this season with Springs Valley coming in on Thursday.
All right, I appreciate you guys covering us. We broke the streak, dang it.
I know. We got to build a new one
and
now.
we'll build a new one. All right, build it one stone at a time.
That's right.
All right, I appreciate it. You guys are always great. It's amazing to be a part of this atmosphere in this program. And as always, go Panthers.
All right, Joseph Hinton with us here at our Davis Crutchstone postgame show. We'll try to get that streak back up. We had not seen a Corydon loss all season until tonight. So we're going to try to start anew coming up starting Thursday night, the first step of hopefully many as far as the Panthers are concerned, as they'll be back here to take on Springs Valley. Let's go through the shooting for Corydon. It was just tough to get shots to go down tonight, even though they had some good looks in this game. Panthers were 9 of 27 shooting over the first two quarters, 3 out of 10 in the third quarter, and 5 out of 14 in the fourth quarter. In total, 17 out of 54 tonight, 17 out of 51 tonight. Good for 33% here inside the Panther Dome. Corydon, again, just struggled to get shots to go down tonight. Three-point shooting was also a tough one as well. The Panthers only made 3 out of 11 over the final two quarters, and they go 6 out of 23 tonight for 26% from behind the three-point line. Free throw shooting, the Panthers only got one shot in the first half. Jack Fessel making that on the three-point play. They did go 4 out of 6, though, in the third quarter, and 5 out of 8 in the fourth quarter. The Panthers end up going 10 out of 15 from the free throw line tonight. Good for 67%. It was 15-13 Silver Creek at the end of the first quarter. They outscored the Panthers 12-9 in the second quarter to take a 27-22 lead into the break. That third quarter certainly was a massive turnaround for the Dragons. They outscored Corydon Central 22-12. to go up 49-34 heading into the fourth and final frame, where the Dragons again outscored the Panthers 19-16 to make the final score tonight. 68-50, the Panthers falling to number 1 in 3A in Silver Creek, in the first of what could be two matchups between these two teams this season. Of course, we'll see about the pairing show on Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. You can listen to it right here on 96.9 WKLO, the IHSAA Champions Radio Network broadcast of the pairing show for the 116th IHSAA Boys Basketball State Tournament, with the show to go from 6 to 8 p.m. Greg Rakestraw and Kyle Nedenrip will take you through that on Sunday, and of course we'll promote it at least one more time before we sign off tonight. We'll head to a break now. We'll come back and go through the rebounding, turnovers, and assists, and update you on any other games going on around the area tonight as well. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-30 3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
Going through the rebounding tonight, Silver Creek ends up with the advantage there. They really busted it open in the second half. The Dragons had 38 rebounds, compared that to 17 for Corydon Central. The Dragons grabbed 12 offensive rebounds in total. Brandon Hunter and Dane Caldwell were the co-leaders in rebounding tonight. Both of them had 9 rebounds. Hunter and Caldwell also both garnered 2 offensive rebounds for the Dragons here on the road tonight. Brody McLaughlin, 8 rebounds for him, 4 of those on the offensive end. Lucas Linderman grabbed 5 rebounds. 4 of those came on the offensive glass tonight. Kason Dager, 4 rebounds, 3 for Dane Sprigler, and Evan Wren with 1 rebound tonight for Silver Creek. 38 total, 12 on the offensive end. For the Corydon Central Panthers, 17 rebounds in total tonight, and 4 of those came on the offensive glass. The leader tonight was JoJo McCarty. He was mixing it up in there with the big boys all night. 7 rebounds for JoJo in this contest tonight. Grant Lindeman and Ben Groover both finished with 3 rebounds. Ben had 2 offensive rebounds. Grant had 1 to his credit tonight. Hudson Withers, 2 rebounds for him, 2 for Jack Thessel, 1 of those on the offensive glass for Jack tonight. 17 total, 4 offensive rebounds. The Dragons and the Panthers, not a lot of turnovers, really. Silver Creek had 4 in each half. They finished with 8 turnovers on the night. Corydon, 1 turnover in the first half, just 3 in the second half. They finish with 4 turnovers tonight here on their home court. Not a lot of assists in this game. Silver Creek did have 10 on 26 made shots. Brandon Hunter finished with 6 to lead his team in that category. He came in leading the state, according to Max Preps, in assists, averaging 10.8 a game. He had 6 tonight, so the Panthers did limit him a little bit in that regard. 2 assists for Dane Sprigler. Brody McLaughlin and Dane Caldwell both had 1 assist apiece. The Panthers dished out 3 assists on 17 made shots. Fessel, McCarty, and Groover all had 1 assist apiece tonight for the Panthers here at home. The Panthers had won 6 of their last 7 games here at home coming into tonight against conference opponents. That run snapped as well. The Panthers are now 6-3 at home this season. Silver Creek is 9-0 in true road games after this win tonight. The Dragons had already clinched the outright conference title before tonight, but they do finish the MSC slate undefeated, 24-1 overall, 17 straight wins as they finish with a 7-0 record in conference play. Corydon Central finishes 4-3 in the Mid-Southern Conference, and they drop to 16-6 overall with the loss here tonight. So the Dragons have 1 more game left next Friday night. They will be back at home in Sellersburg. They will get a chance to honor their 4 seniors, being Dane Sprigler, Kason Dager, Brody McLaughlin, and Dane Caldwell, as Seymour will make the trip down to Sellersburg next Friday. That'll be Silver Creek's last game before sectional. As for the Panthers, they are now 16-6. They'll be back home Thursday night, not Friday night, Thursday night, to take on the Springs Valley Blackhawks, and we will have that game for you right here on 96.9 WKLO. The Panthers will be looking to finish the regular season on a high note, try to finish with a 17-6 record as they welcome in Springs Valley. First time in 40 years or so that the Blackhawks have been here to Corydon Central. The 2 teams renewed their series last year when they played each other up at the Hawks Nest in French Lick. And the Panthers were able to win that game pretty handily last year, although it was a rocky start for Corydon on the road, but they did end up going on to win 81-49. Blackhawks are having their struggles this year under their first-year head coach, Joseph Newcomb. They are 6-13. They have a game tomorrow night, and they'll be at home when they take on the South Central Rebels before they come here Thursday to take on Corydon, and then the Blackhawks will be at home again next Friday night when they host the Eastern Musketeers. So we'll have the Corydon Central Panthers here at home next week, right here on 96.9 WKLO. This will be their last tune-up before their sectional play begins at Madison. The Springs Valley Blackhawks, their head coach is in his first year, and that's Joseph Newcomb, the Eastern Pekin graduate. His dad, Scott, of course, longtime head coach down there at Eastern. Came to French Lick in the summer, did Joe, after turning around the Mount Vernon Posey program over the previous 5 seasons. The Blackhawks lost a good senior class last year, and this younger team, as mentioned, has scratched out a 6-13 record. Senior guard Landon Weeks leads Valley with 12.7 points per game. Junior guard Anakin Kiyamo is contributing 10 points a game as well. So join us for our Davis Crush Stone pregame coverage on Thursday night, right around 7:15. We may be on earlier depending on the JV game. The JV will start at 6 with the varsity around 7:30 here from the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School. Also, again, the pairings for the 116th IHSAA Boys Basketball State Tournament will be announced from 6 to 8 p.m. on Sunday. Greg Rakestraw and Kyle Nedenrip will go through the pairings for the upcoming tournament. The pairings will be announced starting in Class A North, Class A South, 2A North, 2A South, and so on through 4A. So tune in to the IHSAA Champions Radio Network broadcast right here on 96.9 WKLO, online at WKLO969.com, as well as on your Alexa. And all you have to do is say, listen to 96.9 WKLO from 6 to 8 Sunday evening, the pairings for the 116th IHSAA Boys Basketball State Tournament. As we close up shop for the night, we'd like to thank all of our great sponsors: Harrison County Hospital, Denny's Carpet and Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services in Corydon, Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany, Bender Lumber, First Harrison Bank, as well as Morgan's Auto Salvage in Paoli, Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, Davis Crush Stone in DePaul. Most of all, thanks to you for listening to our Corydon Central boys basketball broadcast tonight. Once again, the final score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard: Silver Creek 68, Corydon Central 50. The Panthers trying to regroup next week when they host Springs Valley, and we'll have that game for you yet again here on 96.9 WKLO Thursday night next week on February 26th. JV at 6, varsity around 7:30 with our pregame around 7:15. Couple scores to pass along. New Albany rolls over Bedford North Lawrence down at the Doghouse in New Albany tonight, 95-61. The Bulldogs clinch their 21st Hoosier Hills Conference title in program history. Congratulations to the Bulldogs on that. And year 3 under head coach Jason Jones, certainly a team to look out for in Class 4A Sectional 15. Probably going to be the front runner heading into Seymour there. Meantime, Providence at home tonight hosting North Harrison. The Cougars had a hard time getting offense going the way it looked tonight, 51-25. North Harrison falls to the Pioneers down at the Robert I. Larkin Center. The Cougars now fall to 10-11 on the season with the loss. We will be back with North Harrison again on Friday night when they will host the Christian Academy Warriors for senior night. You can catch that game right here on 96.9 WKLO next Friday from the Cougar Den and Ramsey Christian Academy at North Harrison. Other scores tonight: Bloomington South wins their first ever meeting over Jasper, 60-51. Edgewood a winner over Mitchell, 51-26. It was Charlestown dispatching Salem to clinch second place in the Mid-Southern Conference, 63-30. The Pirates roll over the Bulldogs tonight. And also trying to see if there's anything else local around. Closest thing is North Davies beating White River Valley, 61-39. Northeast DuBois prevails at Lagodi, 42-33. We'll join Indiana Sports Talk with Bob Lovell. It's coming on in about 13 minutes after we wrap up here tonight. We thank you for listening to our broadcast and for listening to our postgame coverage presented by Davis Crush Stone, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crush Stone at 812-347-2707. For our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton saying have a great night from the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. We'll be back with you again Thursday night next week, Springs Valley here at Corydon Central, JV at 6, varsity at 7:30, pregame around 7:15. And then Friday night, we'll be down at the Cougar Den in Ramsey when North Harrison will host Christian Academy. This reminder on the way out: keep your heads held high, love each other, be a light in your community, and may God bless America. One more time, pairing show 6 to 8 p.m. Sunday. Listen to it right here on 96.9 WKLO for the upcoming Boys Basketball State Tournament. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. You've been listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
This broadcast on Real Country 96.9 WKLO has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Davis Crush Stone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center. Thanks for supporting local athletes, local schools, and local